Hi, in this video I'd like to explain why Geert Wilders has lost the 2017 elections. So let's start with the question, did he actually lose the elections? Well, the answer is both yes and no. Actually, when you look at the seats, he went from 15 seats to winning 5 more, ending up with 20 seats in parliament and becoming the second biggest political party in the Netherlands. But in another sense, he did lose the elections, and I'll give you the reasons why. The reason that people are saying that the populism has been defeated in the Netherlands, which I doubt, but there are some reasons why Geert Wilders lost. If you compare it to the Prime Minister Mark Rutte with his party, the liberal VVD, which is the biggest now with 33 seats in parliament. So first of all, yes, he lost against Mark Rutte with the VVD, because that became the biggest party, and in that battle he did lose with a difference of 13 seats. So that's why probably especially international media is talking about the defeat of Geert Wilders. So why did he lose in that battle for the number one position? Well, there are a couple of reasons I think why that happened, and some of the reasons you might not have heard of yet outside of the Netherlands. So the first reason, in the last weeks Geert Wilders hardly attended any debates. He cancelled a lot of the important debates, so he was not really present in television. And a lot of people, even in the last week of the elections, like 60% of the people still didn't decide yet what to vote. And in that time it's important to have your face on television, to tell your story, to show that you are there, and he just didn't do it. He cancelled it for various reasons, and he was almost invisible. The second reason, I believe, is that Mark Rutte, the Prime Minister, promised almost that he would never work with Geert Wilders and the PVV, never work in a coalition together. And this also got people thinking, should I actually vote for the PVV or not? Because it's a risk that you vote on this party and it would never have a chance to form a coalition with other parties, especially with the VVD. And I think that was strategically was a very good step that Mark Rutte took to make the PVV smaller and make his own party win. The third reason is that in the last weeks before the elections there were some serious issues with the security of Geert Wilders. I don't know if you know this, but Geert Wilders for a long time now has been living under heavy security, so he cannot go anywhere without that security or without any precautions. So there was some people in his security that were not fit actually for the job, and they had to be replaced, and this took some time, and Geert Wilders probably was fearful to go outside and to have campaigns, so for some time he was not visible also outside in the streets. He wasn't there because of security reasons, which probably also damaged his campaign. So the last reason I think was important was the political conflict with Turkey's Erdogan. Just in the last days of the elections, a couple of days before the elections, Erdogan decided to have a conflict political with the Netherlands, trying to send his ministers to the Netherlands, but Mark Rutte did not allow them to come into the country and have a campaign for their own referendum. This time Mark Rutte was very strict, and he literally sent out the minister that tried to come into the country, that tried to hold a speech in Rotterdam. And a lot of people saw the authority that Mark Rutte had and they saw that as something they wanted to keep for the future also, and that's probably a reason why a lot of people at the end decided to vote again for the current Prime Minister Mark Rutte and his party, the VVD. So I think that was the last and also could have been an important reason why Geert Wilders lost the elections against Mark Rutte. So I hope this information was useful and hope to see you next time.